Hi guys, this is the video reteach for quiz 6.3b, and that's the fourth page or the very last page of your blue chapter 6 quiz. Your blue chapter 6 quiz. Alright, let's do it. So here we go. First of all, then we want to know the side length of the cube. Now we want to know the side length. We don't want to know all three at one time. We just want one of the sides. And you know that the volume is equal to 216 cubic centimeters. So in order to do this, we need to take the cube root of 216. And what is the cubed root of 216? What number times itself 3 times equals 216? And that is 6. So S equals 6. Alright, next one, we want to know the cubed root of 729. And we're just reading that off of our cube root list, or if you don't have it, you could just guess and check what number times itself 3 times equals 729, and the answer is 9. Alright, estimate 116 to the nearest tenth. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. We kind of did that. But remember, nearest tenth, not nearest integer, nearest tenth. So we are going to need a decimal on this one. Alright, so square root of 116 can be trapped between the square root of 100 and the square root of 121. Well, what's the square root of 100? That's 10. And what's the square root of 121? That's 11. So it lies somewhere in between here. Now, one other thing, and I'm not going to say this is equal to it. I have another one that's in between. 10.5 is halfway. So I have to make this decision. Is it going to be over here on this side of the 0.5 or over here? So let's kind of make a decision here. Well, this is 16 away. So it's pretty far away. And this is, let's see here, that's only 5 away, so it's closer. It's actually closer, so it's going to go on this side of the 0.5. So now it's an estimating. So give me a decimal that's greater than 10.5 but less than 11, and just kind of doing the estimation here, I would say that's probably about 10.7, 10.8, somewhere around there. Okay? And any number, 10.7, 10.6, 10.8, 10.9, we'll take them anywhere as long as it's on the right side of that 0.5. But if you kind of narrow it in, 10.8 seems like it's a good answer. Alright, which one is greater? Well, I don't know. Let's see here. So first of all, square root of 52 is not a perfect square. So let's go ahead and trap it. And we'll just kind of get a decimal here. So the square root of 52 is greater than 49, but it is less than 64. Square root of 49 is 7. Square root of 64 is 8. We'll put 7.5 in the middle to kind of make a judgment call here. Let's see here. Here it's 3 away, so it's pretty darn close to that square root of 49, otherwise known as 7. And it's a little further away right here. So it's, what is that? That's 12 away. So if I do the math right, that's 12 away. And so it's much closer, so it's on this side. So it's bigger than 7, but less than 7.5. So this guy right here, the square root of 52, I'm going to say is about, that's why I put the squiggly equal signs, I don't know, 7.2 maybe. Alright? Now, what is the cubed root of 343? Well, that's an actual perfect cubed root. If you look at your notes, that's 7 exactly. So which one is greater? 7.2, otherwise known as the square root of 52, or exactly 7? Well, 7.2 is, and what's approximately that's equal to the square root of 52. So that's the one that's greater. Okay, last one here. Are these possible? Basically, can they have numbers? Okay, so one thing, let's kind of talk about what would not be possible, because I think that's tripping kids up. What's not possible? Well, the square root of -4 is not possible. And this is just an example. It has nothing to do with these two numbers. And why would that be the case? Why is the square root of the square root of -4 not possible in the real numbers? Because remember what a square root is. A square root is a number times itself that equals this. Well, what number times itself equals -4? Well, it's not 2, because 2 times 2 is 4. It's not -2, because -2 times -2 is 4, not -4. So this is not possible. Now, if you take this negative and put it on the outside, it is possible, because all you're saying is this negative is going to be hanging out, and it's just going to attach to your final answer. So what's the square root of 4? That's 2, but the negative out in front is just going to hang out there. So if the negative on a square root is inside, it's not possible. If the square root, the negative of the square root is on the outside, it is possible. Okay? Now, that doesn't hold true with cubed roots, because remember what a cubed root is. A cubed root is a number times itself 3 times. So if you're looking, let's say, at the cubed root of -8, what number times itself 3 times equals -8? Well, you guessed it, -2 times -2 times -2 equals -8. So the cubed root of -8 is -2. So absolutely, the cubed root of -8 is -2, which is a solution. So the first thing I would say is that the cubed root of -8 has a solution. Now let's go back over here. This is kind of like this problem right here. So if you have negative square root of 144, forget about the negative for a second. It's not on the inside of the radical or the square root sign. It's just along for the ride. It just kind of tags along. And what's the square root of 144? Well, that's 12, and that's absolutely possible. So this one also is possible. So it just happens that both examples are possible, because you can have a negative on the inside of a cubed root, and you can have a negative on a square root as long as it's on the outside, not the inside. And so they're both possible, and you can explain that in your own words. All right, so that is the solutions to the last page of Chapter 6 Quiz 6.3b. Just fix the problems, write a sentence what you did wrong, go find an adult, whether it's your parents or a teacher, have them sign it that you watched the video and did your corrections, and bring that signature back, and you can retake this page of the test if you want to get your grade up a little bit. Have a great day. We'll see you later. Bye.